from Utamura, the 26-year-old in the red of Japan, up against Fiji, who are in white here at BMO Field.
Roll away.
Early penalty against Japan for not rolling away. Fijians will clear it, put their line out to work early.
Kicked into touch by Josh Matavesi.
We briefly mentioned earlier the Fijian sevens team, led by Ben Ryan, have qualified for Rio de Janeiro. Fiji has been in 16 Olympic Games, has never won a medal, and the Fijian sevens team have a great chance next summer in Rio to win the first medal for Fiji in Olympic history.
Well, they're even being talked about in the conversation of that medal being gold.
The sevens in Rio, I think, is wide open. New Zealand's faltered a bit. The Americans look strong. South Africa is going to be in the mix. There will be the qualifiers for different areas. Australia may have something to say about this yet. It's going to be a terrific tournament and great for rugby.
Koromaru with a long kick forward. Fiji bringing the ball out from inside their own 22. Bit of a collision there between Murmuriaku and Mafu. Fiji ranked 10th in the world, Japan ranked 13th. Dropped one place in the rankings after their loss against the US. Tonga jumping above them after their win against Canada.
First try, man. First try.
So 2 minutes in, the opening scrum. Fumiaki Tanaka will take. Kyoto-born scrum half for Japan. The experienced referee Pascal Gauzer sorting things out there, 38-year-old who refereed in the Six Nations. Made his debut in that tournament in 2011.
Great platform by the Japanese forwards for their backs. Rock solid scrum to start the game. They'll be very happy with that.
Tanaka. Now Tanaka again, able to feed the ball inside towards Inagaki. Deep inside the Fiji 22. Tanaka gets it back. They'll go for the drop goal. And it was wide from Utamura.
But the referee was playing advantage, and Japan will have a very makeable kick. 5 points on the board. Great start by the Japanese. They had Fiji on their heels with a couple of set plays. And the referee's going to actually have a word with the Fijian skipper about telling his players to get out of the rucks, roll away. And Japan must be happy with this start. Eddie Jones very unhappy with the loss to the US. They want to get back at it today, and this is a perfect start for the Japanese.
So a very makeable kick for the reliable Ayumu Koromaru, 29-year-old from Fukuoka. Made his debut back in 2005 as a 19-year-old. Plays his club rugby in Japan, Yamaha Jubilo. So 5 minutes in, Japan with the chance to take the lead. And they do. Goromaru wasn't going to miss from there. It is 3-0 to Japan here against Fiji. Japan opening the tournament with a 20 points to 6 win in San Jose against Canada. And then that disappointing performance in the 23-18 loss in Sacramento against the United States last Friday. Scrum given the way of Fiji. After a knock on.
I need to see more your inside shoulder. Shoulder more control. Kiss the same. Wait. Space. Okay. Not break. Shoulder.
Seniloli with the put in at the scrum for Fiji. Really hot day here in Toronto. 32 degrees at kickoff, but feeling closer to 40 with the humidity here. There is a bit of a breeze, but still difficult conditions. Fiji here with Matavesi. Now Nakawara. Can't stop Ito. Fiji bringing it forward here with Goneva. Miki Goneva couldn't find a way through, and no knock on there, but Japan will get possession, and the kick forward will send them chasing. Fiji favourite to get there with Kalebula. 7 minutes in, they only score a Goromaru penalty.
Fiji put together some nice phases there. They had things going positively. Then a turnover has resulted in about 75 meters of real estate. They'll do the restart, but that was positive Fijian rugby in response to the Japanese penalty.
The high kick downfield will send Fiji backpedaling close to their own line. But now the kick forward from Josh Matavesi. Matavesi, who plays for the Ospreys. Born in Cornwall in England, but with Fijian father. Says he's more Cornish than English and calls himself a Cornish Fijian. There can't be many of those around.
Wait.
Well won there by Inagaki. Japan right on halfway. Now it's Hori. Picked up by Tanaka. Tanaka once again into the hands there of Tatakawa. And it's picked up now by the fullback for Fiji.
Inside.
The fullback tonight for Fiji.
Try again. What?
The kick downfield comes from Matavesi. The referee blows the whistle.
The flag against white.
Japan had put together some nice phases there. I thought Tamura would have been better advised to ship the ball. They seem to have numbers on the right. He elected to chip through and the Fijians collected it. But Japan seemed to have space and numbers on the right-hand side of the pitch. They have to take advantage of situations such as that.
Yeah. Number 10 white. Okay. Just grab on the neck. Okay. 10 white. Captain?
Matavesi being called over to the referee.
Just a penalty against you, okay? You grab the player on the neck, okay? It's dangerous. Simple penalty. Okay? Penalty, okay? Grab on the neck.
There you hear referee Pascal Gauzet penalising Matavesi for holding around the neck, and a penalty for Fiji.
Tough attempted goal, but the Japanese are going to go for it and try and stretch their lead to 6-0.
I can hear you, Dudley. Okay, understand? You hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah, but give information more quickly if you come. Okay, thank you.
So Goromaru with his second attempt of the day.
Yeah,
This one much more difficult than the first.
Can you speak louder? Yeah.
The 29-year-old to this 11th minute penalty. Ayumu Goromaru. Tricky kick to come. It's looking good. Really well done by Goromaru. 2 for 2 on the day and a 6-0 lead for Japan.
As soon as he struck that, he bent over to pick up his kicking tee very confidently. And Japanese early in this match, 11 minutes in, have thrown a bit of a wrench into the Fijian plans to dance into Monday's final. Japan looks very professional, very structured, very organized, and to this point they've been the better team.
Goromaru against Canada in San Jose, keeping 5 of 7. 5 of 6 penalties, and he missed the one conversion attempt.
Nothing here. No, I'm close, nothing. We have nothing here. Wait.
Referee Pascal Gauzet made his pro debut back in 2010, refereeing Canada against Georgia. In from Tuapati. Now it's the left winger, Malaga, tackled on halfway.
First look on his wife.
A knock on from Fiji.
You roll the ball when you go on the field.
A lot of mistakes in the opening game, and we have seen some through 13 minutes here today as well. Are the conditions playing a role?
I just think the U.S. had a shocker. In their game, they just committed too many errors. I think the Tongans followed suit to some degree. There's no question that the heat is an issue. I'm not so sure the ball is greasy, just too many drop balls. But as I said a moment ago, Luke, I think this Japanese outfit looks pretty classy so far. And if they can score next, Fiji might become a little unraveled, because Fiji comes into this game with very high hopes. Their fate is in their hands about maybe getting a rematch with Samoa on Monday, something they're looking forward to. But at this point, Japanese look a little crisper.
Japan allowing the fewest tries in the tournament so far, with just one conceded. That was Duratalo scoring for the US. They didn't give up a try against Canada in that win in the opener. Here comes the scrum. Fumiaki Tanaka putting it in. Right on halfway. Tanaka gets it out. Good ball movement from Japan as they kick forward, and it'll be chased here by Fukuoka. Make the tackle in the end. Fiji have it down there right. Telebula.
Stay! Good ball!
Seniloli.
Leave it! One!
And the kick into touch right on the 22.
And even though the Japanese had a pass that went awry on that backfield play, they are trying to spread the ball. Trying to tackle these Fijians, never easy. But in the end, the Japanese are getting it done. So big, so strong. The Japanese red shirts are there in numbers. There's another fine tackle.
This is the 16th meeting between Fiji and Japan. Fiji only losing 3 times in the previous 15. Shota Hori, who plays for the Panasonic Wild Knights, the hooker for Japan. Well won from the line out.
Keep your bite, keep your bite. Keep your bite.
Advantage given to Japan here by the referee.
Trust him more.
Fiji penalized for pulling them all down or collapsing them all. And the result of this will be another shot at goal and make it a 2-score game for Fiji to get back in it. Things all Japanese, 15 minutes in, Luke.
On 5 line, 5 line. 5. How many? 3.
Noramaru with all of Japan's points so far. The last one a very good kick from near the right touchline.
Looked very fluid on that second penalty, very confident. Speaking of which, we get the debut of James Pritchard in the Canadian game later this evening. Looking forward to that. Canada's all-time point-scoring leader, one of the great kickers in world rugby.
Good again this time. 3 from 3 for Goramaru. 9 points for him. 9 for Japan. Fiji penalized 3 times with penalties in the first half, and they have all led to that man, Goramaru, making it count. 3 for 3 tonight. 8 of 10 in the Pacific Nations Cup so far this year.
And the one thing Japan has to obviously be aware of is Fiji will run from anywhere. They'll counterattack. They'll spread the ball at will. Fiji cannot play on their heels for a moment, or excuse me, Japan cannot play on their heels for a moment, or Fiji will stick one down their throat.
Straight down. Straight down, off feet. No vegetation, just the pressure.
Fiji will go for the posts here.
5. 2 infringement for you, okay?
As Fiji look to get on the board.
7, captain. 2 infringement by 5,
Shoji Ito, the player penalized by referee Gauzer.
Five line, 5.
And it's Josh Matavesi to take it for Fiji. His first attempt at goal tonight. With the swing of the left boot, Fiji on the board. A 6-point difference now as we move towards the 19th minute here on TSN from BMO Field. If you were watching the opening game, Tonga's win against the United States, there were hydration breaks midway through each half because of the extreme heat here in Toronto today. It will be the same in this game. From Matavesi. is Goromaru. Now it's Tui.
No, feet.
Kick straight to Fiji, and on their own 22 they'll bring it clear now. This is Goneva. Now it's Bottia. Rani Bottia tackled just inside the Japan half. Good running now from Kababati, and he's all the way through. Fiji will score the first try of the game. Kababati gets it. And now Japan's lead cut to just 1 point with the Fijian conversion to come.
What a great run by the big man. The Fijians did well to keep the ball in bounds right there on the wing. Pass came across the park. He stepped over the first tackler and then just dropped it into high gear, high stepping all the way in. And the Japanese defense wanted nothing to do with the big man.
Strong running from Tavita Kabubati. He plays at the highest level in Europe for the Ospreys, has done since 2014. And the kick is good.
Watch a break. Watch a break.
Natavesi now 2 for 2 as they take the water break with Fiji leading by 10 points to 9 against Japan. Couldn't be much tougher for Fiji as they head into the Rugby World Cup in Pool A, Brian. Australia, England, Wales and Uruguay. They start against England at Twickenham on September 18th.
They actually opened the tournament against England. Many pundits think England are in with a good chance. I think Wales are a class outfit. Australia, they've struggled recently, but they're always tough to beat. Uruguay qualified through repechage. Fiji, their World Cup may bank on their match against Uruguay. But on the day, this Fijian outfit are capable of giving a team like Wales a fright if, for example, the Welsh side look beyond them. Fiji are great counter-attackers. They've shown they can scrummage. And I even know on the opening day, England will not be looking past them. They will respect them. And all of the UK, all of the rugby world will be watching that game as Rugby World Cup 15 kicks off. But yes, Fiji are in very tough in Pool A, Pool of Death.
They qualified by beating the Cook Islands 108-6 last June. Fiji out at the pool stage in 2011. Made the quarterfinals famously in 2007, knocking out Wales 38-34 with a win.
Go.
Fiji in front for the first time after Japan ran out to a 9-0 lead with 3 penalties from Ayumu Goromaru. Here's Hendrik Tui, the Queensland Reds. Now it's Tatekawa. Fiji have it back. Hands from Tatekawa. Matavesi tries to get it away for Fiji. Lovely play from Fiji with the good take there by Talabula on the touchline. They're up on halfway. And the kick from Matavesi wide to the left. Just short of the Japan 22 where it's caught there by Yamada. We've got to try against the US in Sacramento on Friday.
Yeah.
We were hoping for a little more enterprise, and the Fijians have not disappointed. They're spreading the ball. They're attacking here. The high up and under. Up the winger goes, collects it. The Japanese winger in poor position, and the Fijians just kept coming.
umpire down for Fiji. It's Malakaravulo. The referee
Play on.
will play on.
Play on. Yeah, it's good.
So Shota Hori, the Osaka-born hooker, takes that, and it's won there by Michael Broadhurst. Up to halfway with Tamura. Now Inagaki. Quickly moved out to the left, but Hendrik Tui couldn't take the ball. Referee gives this the way of Fiji after a knock-on. And we're 24 minutes in here in the second match of a triple header in the Pacific Nations Cup. Still to come, Canada against Samoa. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Coming up at halftime of this game, we'll have a feature on legendary Canadian player Gareth Rees. Now the program manager, of course. First career try by Tavita Kabubati in his 7th appearance for his country. That's Fiji leading this one, 10-9. Through the hands there of Tuapati. Out to the left is Nalaga. And Fiji will be in for their second try. As Josh Matavesi crosses the line after work down the left by Nalaga.
Behind, it was high. It's on the neck. Okay, it's on the neck. Okay? Be careful, you have a target try. Okay?
We were talking earlier how things were going the Japanese way. Their scrum looked good, but they lost the ball nonetheless. And the Fijians do what they do best. Great support, enterprising stuff, and Matavesi punches that over. We'll see if this pass might have niggled forward just a bit, but it looked like it was all right. The referee was in good position. And how quickly has this game turned?
Two tries in 5 minutes for Fiji after they were 9-0 down. Matavesi, having scored the try, will convert it himself. He's 3 for 3. And it's a 17-9 lead.
Ironically, that all started off a very good scrum by Japan on a Fijian put-in, and they had the Fijians under pressure. Fiji managed at the base of the scrum to collect the ball and get it out to their back line. But I'm sure Fiji wants to sort out their scrummage. They don't want that happening for the rest of the afternoon. They'll let Japan back in the game.
Josh Matavesi has 12 of Fiji's 17 points. After 17 minutes, it was 9-0 for Japan.
10.
Now, very quickly, Fiji
Number 10, 12. Okay, they change.
into an 8-point lead.
Okay, they change. Yeah, thank you.
Change being made by Japan. As they get things back underway. Utamura has gone off. The kick from Matavesi up towards halfway. Now being run by Fukuoka. Fiji in possession.
No. 22.
And Fiji winning it here down the right with Talebula. Talebula will go in all the way himself, unchallenged in the end. This is quickly becoming a bit of a rout from Fiji. having been 9-0 down, Talebula gets their third try.
The question is, did this ball go forward from a Fijian to Talebula? Off the initial tackle, the referee's saying no, and the try is good.
No. 22.
Looks like it may have. It looks like Talebula may have knocked it onto himself, actually.
Matavesi with the conversion.
His conversion is good. The score now, Fiji 24.
24 points to 9, and in the space of 8 minutes, 3 tries from Fiji.
Yeah, the ball is spilled there. From that angle, we can't quite tell.
Number 12, Tamura. Substitution.
Tries in the books, and the Fijians are almost out of sight now from the Japanese.
Situation they would only have dreamed about back at the 17-minute mark when Japan led by 9 points to 0. Kabubati got the first try, Matavesi the second, and now Talebula for Fiji. Matavesi's kick downfield into touch just inside Fiji half. So it's the 24-year-old Talebula, the right winger who has the third try and has Fiji in control at the half-hour mark.
Wait.
Tanaka wanted to take a quick tap. The referee calling him back.
Late tackle.
Down, he's getting up. Japan desperately trying to get back in this game. They've been awarded a penalty. Yeah, that's a borderline yellow card. He dropped his shoulder, did not try and wrap him, and just lowered the boom on him. The referee and the assistant referees didn't see that, but that was unnecessary and could have been a yellow card against the Fijians.
Come Japan now fairly centrally. 9 minutes until half-time. Out from Tanaka in towards Luke Thompson. Thompson, the Christchurch, New Zealand-born second rower. Tanaka out to the right. There's a chance for Japan to get in the corner here. Yamada trying to make his way towards that corner flag, but held up, and now going forward it's Yamashita. Inagaki pushed backwards. The pile there, it's Hiroshi Yamashita. Comes out from Tanaka. Now Broadhurst. Japan close. Now it will be a scrum.
Great Fijian defense. Japan are putting together phases, very organized, maintaining the ball in contact. The referee says it was held up, and he'll bring it back for the scrub. But Japan desperate to punch one over and get this game back in the cards.
There's another look there as Japan held up just short.
Their ball in contact has been very good, Luke. They've maintained the ball, they've reproduced it time after time, and they just were held up by a staunch Fijian defense.
Well, PNC Finals Day will be at Swangard Stadium in Vancouver, Burnaby, BC on Monday. 3 games, 5th place playoff, the 3rd place game, and the 1st place game. Fiji topping the standings after 2 rounds of play. They will go back on top above Tonga if they can win this one against Japan. The win would ensure they will be in the 1st place game on Monday.
It's all looking like a Fijian-Samoa rematch, and that would be a terrific final on Monday. Hopefully Canada has something to say about that with a big effort later this evening against the Samoans. But all things are pointed towards Fiji playing Samoa in a rematch. They had a terrific round-robin game, and I'm sure that would be a really attractive final to watch.
Samoa in action a little later on, 8:30 Eastern for Canada-Samoa from here at BMO Field.
Canada bitterly disappointed with their 2 losses, and I think they're hearing that the rugby community aren't giving them much of a chance tonight. It would be a great opportunity for them to jump up and bite Samoa and really throw a curve this whole tournament. Kieran Crowley made numerous changes on his side, but really Canada limp into this game as the underdogs against a very strong Samoan outfit.
Good momentum from Japan here, and they'll try and crash over the line. Once again, the Fiji defense stands strong. Another wave now from Japan. And Agaki trying to make there. Tanaka gets it back out towards the right. Still no way through.
Excellent stuff by Japan. The Fijian defense is very stiff, but the Japanese continue to maintain the ball, produce it. A little too high on that last attempt. But they've elected to take the scrum. They're very confident in their scrummage. They scrummage low to the ground. It'll be interesting to see if Japan have a play on, or they're just going to be content to win the ball and run their back line.
Scrum for Japan on the 5-meter line.
Shoulder reset, shoulder wide. Crunch! 5! Set! Don't want to engage.
Taken quickly by Tanaka. Yamada bundled into touch.
Don't want to engage. Vous voulez pas rentrer.
Referee with a whistle from the line out.
Yes, wait.
Infraction against Fiji.
You take, you
Scored a
reduce the
half-hour
gap,
penalty
and you
to
push the
Japan.
player. It's free kick against you.
Pushing in the line out. Awarded by the referee.
And Japan has elected to go with another scrum.
You can't do that.
They've been camped in the Fijian end for several minutes, desperately trying to punch one over and close the 15-point gap that the Fijians have opened with 3 unanswered tries. They have played some very solid rugby, but they have to punch something over here heading into the half.
24 unanswered points from Fiji after Japan led 9-0. Time off the clock as the referee calls a couple of players over.
It's called a couple of the props just to have a word, make sure they're binding properly, the scrummage is nice and tight and safe.
Space and stability after each core. Clear? Okay? Okay, we'll thank
you. Time back on. Japan still in a very good position. A try right now would really give them some hope heading into half-time.
They've tried the tight stuff time after time. They might want to spin the ball, try a misdirection move in the back line. The Fijian defense has been superb.
In from Tanaka. Japan will go towards the line, but still no way through. Fiji holding firm. Yamashita this time trying to make his way towards the try line. Fantastic defense from Fiji right now.
Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet.
And the Fijian defenders have been rewarded with the penalty. The Japanese forwards did not keep their feet, and they will clear the ball after several minutes of immense pressure. And they do not give up the try that Japan so desperately wanted.
Well, we've seen Fiji at their best, going forward with quick blasts, 3 tries in the space of 8 minutes. We've also seen them at their best defensively as well in this first half in that long stand from Japan.
Number 3. Number 3.
Yamashita is going off.
Yeah, going this way.
On comes Hatakeyama. Just over a minute to go until half-time here in the second game of the day. All a bit sloppy, and it's pulled back for the first knock-on. And the Fiji ball. Coming up at half-time, we will feature Gareth Rees on the history of Canada at the Rugby World Cup. Canadians coming up later tonight against Samoa. As we move past the 40-minute mark here at BMO Field.
Open the shoulder. Crunch! 5! Set! Body spray. Now it's a bit
Mosquera. And it is half-time at BMO Field with Fiji staging a comeback, having been 9-0 down. Josh Matavesi with 14 of their 24 points, 3 tries for Fiji, and they are in control at the break.
The Fijians showed staunch defense, not letting them over the line, which would have brought them back into the game.
We're underway in the second half of the second game here, as Luke Thompson brings it forward for Japan. Tackle just inside the 22. Japan giving up possession. And Lawara trying to make his way forward, but there's a forward pass there. Galaga going over the line, but it won't count. Referee Pascal Gauzer calling that back.
Japan turned the ball over, and Fiji were off and running again. We said the Fijians would run from anywhere. They're going to try and stretch this lead. A forward pass, or they would have been in early in the first minute.
And you feel if Fiji gets the next score, then it's probably good night for Japan?
I would think so. I think as it is, the Japanese are in tough. If they can somehow put some phases together and punch something over, they may bring themselves back into the game. But I think this Fijian side are focused.
I need to see your shoulder.
And they really want to return dance with Samoa on Monday.
Yeah. Stay in front, come here. In front here, only here. Stay here.
And coached by 55-year-old Australian Eddie Jones since 2012. Coached Australia in the 2003 World Cup, lost to England in the final. Actually turned down a role as technical advisor with Fiji ahead of the 2007 Rugby World Cup and joined South Africa instead. The rest is history. So he went on to be part of a World Cup winner.
Straight down. Straight down.
Very respected rugby man, Eddie Jones. His Japanese side will never be outcoached. They might be outplayed, but they won't be outcoached. He has a terrific staff in place, and they will only get better building toward the 2019 World Cup.
They've only had one World Cup win. That was against Zimbabwe back in 1991. What chance do they have of shocking a few people in Pool B?
I don't think it's a great chance. This Japanese side continues to improve, but the entire B list of rugby nations continues to improve, as we see in tournaments like this. Canada has to step up and continue to do so, but Japan, with the game against the Eagles in Pool B, very winnable game, and they might even run Scotland close. They have Samoa again. There are some games I think Japan can be in, but advancing is a pretty big ask for this Japanese outfit.
Number 12.
But all that being said, they continue to improve. Their domestic base is strong, their financial base is strong, and the largest thing about their entire program is they got the right to host the 2019 World Cup, and I think the growth in the game over the next 4 years will be enormous domestically in Japan.
Maribalu kicks downfield.
Hey, sir.
Japan qualified for the Rugby World Cup, winning the 2013 and 2014 Asian Five Nations tournament without losing a match. In fact, in 8 matches played, they only conceded 41 points. Shot to Hori and won there by Michael Leach, the New Zealander.
Side entry.
Picked up here by Tanaka. And now moving forward, it's Inagaki. Almost at the 5-meter mark.
Wait. Okay, wait, escape. You, Tim. No. Okay. Free penalty. You clearly stay here to slow ball, not rule away. Okay, it's a yellow card.
Well, a good chance for Japan now. Fiji will be a man down for the next 10 minutes. He has warned them a few times.
It was here. Okay, no rule away. Sure. You feel okay? Yeah. You kill the ball.
Manasseh Saulo.
Here's the ball.
26-year-old prop is off for 10 minutes.
Now Japan is electing to take the scrum. Fiji will make a substitution to bring another prop into the game. They'll scrummage 8-on-7.
You say Kolati coming in.
Wait. Okay, no problem. Wait.
Actually, they're going to scrummage 8-on-8, and they have taken someone out of the back line. So if Japan wins the ball here, they should have space somewhere, probably to the left, 4-on-3.
And Japan make the advantage count to try and get back into this game.
Nine.
A scrum in front of the posts.
Yeah, we know. Thank you. Trust. 5, 7. Use the ball. Use.
Out it comes to Tanaka. They'll move it to the right here, Japan.
Wait. At 5 here.
I'm going to regroup quickly.
Stop. 5, 6. Move.
Big, strong Fijian tackle, but the referee was playing advantage.
Release the ball. You are not at 5. You are not at 5 for the scrum. Offside.
And the Japanese are going to take the scrum again. In one of his post-game interviews in Burnaby Friday night, Kieran Crowley said on average teams score somewhere between 10 and 12 points when their opposition is awarded a yellow card. And this is an opportunity for Japan to punch one over and close the gap. We saw what happened Friday night when Canada were down for 10 minutes. The game totally turned around. The Tongans came back into the game and just built confidence off that with their set pieces.
Wait. Crunch! I was clear in the change room. Okay? I don't need frame gauge. Space. Gap. More gap. Yeah, stay.
Referee Pascal Gauzet just addressing the players.
Second. Crunch. 5. Set.
So Fiji are going without a number 8. It'll be interesting to see if Japan try and lock the legs, stretch them, and push this over. Very good Fijian scrum. There's room here, though.
Out to the right, Japan will get in. It's Akito Yamada. And Japan get their first try of the game, making the man advantage count. With Manasseh Saulo having a yellow card and Fiji a man down.
There was no number 8 in the scrum for Fiji. They were under pressure. Japan's spread the ball right. And the try was on. It's still plenty of time with this yellow card for the Fijians.
Akihito Yamada scores for the second game in a row. Having got a try against the US in Sacramento on Friday. He follows it up with one today here at BMO Field to give his team hope. And he's pulled it wide. First one he's missed after 3 good penalties in the first half of this game. So a 10-point gap and still 5 minutes or so left of the extra man.
Japan want to collect this kickoff, get the ball down the park, play in the Fijian end, put pressure on them, 15-on-14, and try and reap the benefits of that. yellow card playing with the man advantage. That's well done off the kickoff.
Won by Shoji Ito. He plays for Gobelco Steelers.
Straight down. Straight down.
Just over halfway through.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
The yellow card. Manasa Salo, who plays his club rugby in Romania. A kick from Goramaru.
No.
Just into the Fijian half. Just over half an hour left in this one today.
5 red.
And then the final game of the triple header coming up at 8:30 Eastern as Canada takes on Samoa. So stay with us for that right here on TSN 5.
Wait, play on.
Toshi Ono getting ready to come in as Hori takes the ball in from the line out. Japan moving it quickly.
That's fine.
Japan with the advantage after a knock on there by Tui.
Advantage over.
By Kera, I should say.
Backward, nothing.
Here with Japan out to the left. Held up just short of the 5 meters line as Tanaka gets it off to Luke Thompson. Now centrally, Hori in possession. Japan sensing an opportunity here, but Fiji and the defense has been very strong in this game, especially during that period of pressure in the first half. This time Japan will move it out to the left. Tsushima trying to make her way forward. And with the advantage, but the referee will pull it back.
Great stuff by the Japanese. There's some big hits going in by the Fijian defense, but the Japanese, they're retaining the ball, they're producing the ball, and it looks like just a matter of time before they crack another one over and really tighten this game up. But the Fijian defense has been terrific. Some big hits out there. Another one. But the Japanese continue to produce the ball in contact, giving them chances.
Okay, discipline, nothing. Yeah, speak now. Take all the player and speak. Speak with all the players. Tackle without the ball.
Still 3 or 4 minutes left in this yellow card, Luke. Looks like the Japanese are going to collect themselves with this injury, and they're right back at it. Still a 2-score game, but if they can punch one over here, the last 20 minutes should be very exciting.
The referee clearly unhappy with the Tongan discipline. Or the Fijian discipline, I should say. Akapusi Kera, the captain, being spoken to by Pascal Gauzet and asked to pass the message on to the rest of his team.
But it's very similar. The South Pacific rugby can become unraveled. I'm not going to put the All Blacks in that class, but Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, when things don't go their way and you put pressure on them, they will take penalties. They can become undisciplined. Japan is obviously elected to go for the points here to try and close the margin again. Would make it a 1-score game. And they still do have a few minutes left with the man advantage.
The wind has picked up at BMO Field, blowing in the face of Ayumu Goramaru as he sets up to take this.
Mercifully for us, it's cooling things down just a little bit.
And it's good from Goramaru. 4 for 5 today.
Discipline.
And it's 20 24-17.
One score game. Japan's not going to go away. I think what Fiji wants to do is get back even Steven at 15 players each and reset and try and take control of the game. But the pesky Japanese aren't going to quit.
Just over a minute to go until Fiji returns to full strength. Koromaru with 12 of the 17 points for Japan today. The only try coming from Akihito Yamada. Fiji waiting to get Manasa Salo back into the game. Here comes Hendrik Tui.
Knock on! Knock on way!
Knock on from Japan. It's back with Fiji. Strong running by Michael Broadhurst. Now it comes back to Luke Thompson. Spilt by Matsushima. And a Japanese opportunity lost because Manasa Salo is getting set to come back into this game. Time off the clock. There's Salo. Not necessarily penalized for just his own play, but for a collection of Fijian misdemeanors.
And that's apparently what happened Friday night in Burnaby when the Canadians got their yellow card before the half. Liam Underwood took the brunt of it, but apparently the referee had warned them about rolling away and chose to penalize Liam Underwood, which I will say again, I thought was harsh. It wasn't the reason the Canadians lost, but it certainly didn't help either.
Off comes Shoji Ito, and on comes Hitoshi Ono. As Japan make a change. We talked about Japanese coach Eddie Jones. John McKee, the man in charge of Fiji, took over in February of 2014 as the head coach, was general manager before then. His first match in charge, a 25-14 win against Italy, which was their first win against a Tier 1 team since they beat Wales back in the 07 World Cup. That was their last win against the Tier 1 nation.
Okay, no bring it, yeah. In front, in front.
Canada in the building ahead of their nightcap against Samoa. Good number of people coming to watch the other teams as well, though, today. Not just turning up for the Canadian game late on, and all the teams that have played have seen support for their own nation in the stands. Kick downfield from Koromaru.
Very cheeky kick, resulting in desperate Japanese clearance, and now Fiji have a great attacking position from about the 10-meter line, bringing the numbers back to 15.
Okay, he's off. Yeah.
Fiji back to their full complement of players. But it isn't Salo coming on, it's Ravulo coming back in. And here's Ravulo with a chance to cross the line. Held up just short. Patty now trying to reach over.
Wait. You of the feet. What do you want? Oh no.
First penalty of the half against Japan.
Straight down, okay? Next penalty.
Only their fourth given up in the game.
The injury will give the Fijians time to organize what they may want to do. Choice is obviously to take a shot at goal, kick to the sideline, take the scrum. I think they're going to kick to the sideline, take the line out. This Japanese scrum has been decent all day. In a 7-point game, you might want to take the points to stretch that to 10, but it looks like they're going to go for the line out.
The injury to Kosei Ono of Japan.
You know, we talk about these teams being enterprising and moving the ball, but it's been a very physical game as well. There's been a lot of big hits down there.
He will have to come off, and it's Yu Tamura coming back on. Here comes the line out for Fiji on the 5-meter line.
Wait. How much? Okay. 2. Space.
Far too long with the throw, allowing Japan to come away with the ball.
No, back.
That's inexcusable on the Fijians' part. They have a penalty, Japanese injury, they have time to get organized, they call the line out, and they throw a deep ball, and their codes are messed up. That is unacceptable at this level. And they basically give up an attacking position at the 10-meter line.
This is Bhatia. Fiji give up possession. Good hands from Japan out to the right.
Backwards.
Yamada, who got their only try of the day. Now the kick forward for Yamada to chase. He was always going to be second best.
Whoa, calm down.
Not a bad idea. We saw in the opening moments of the game, they did a chip through. The Fijian defense is up very, very tight. In that instance, he was never going to collect the ball, but it keeps the defense honest as well.
And it comes from Tupati.
Play on.
Now Nakwara. The kick forward sends Fiji chasing. And spilt by Japan, but Tanaka gets it back. Japan down 24-17. It's 24-9 at halftime.
He's going to go tackle. Tackle, no hands.
Half an hour since Fiji has got a point on the board. Kosei Ono getting set to come back in after receiving some treatment.
Yeah. Oh, he's on.
And going back off again, it's Yu Tamura. Pretty tight at the top of the PNC standings. We won't know the matchups for Monday until after the Canada-Samoa game tonight. Bhatia charging forward there for Fiji. Now it's Nakawara. Bhatia once again. Runs into Thompson. Japan with it back. Goes out from Nagaki. To Hori. Tackle from Bhatia.
It's a tough call against the Japanese. Fiji's. The referee said they didn't keep their feet, awarding a Fijian penalty and basically awarding 3 points.
Stop with the 12.
Fiji's first points of the half coming up if Josh Matavesi can score. Pretty straightforward kick coming up for Matavesi, who has 14 of Fiji's 24 points today.
Wait. Back. Back on the 5. On 5.
100% success rate so far for Matavesi. He gets it right. 26 to 17. 27-17, I should say. And a 10-point lead once again for Fiji.
2-9. Wait. Okay, 2 is going out. 2 is going out, and 9 is out.
Shotahori coming out for
Wait, left or right?
Japan. Fiji making a change actually with Tuapati coming out. Hori will stay in.
First no call, second. First no call. Let's go.
Scrum awarded after a knock-on. So 19 minutes left here at BMO Field. And we haven't seen the same going forward from Fiji, apart from that 10-minute spell where they made it count and scored 3 tries. Japan with a lot of possession.
And the yellow card got the momentum swung back in Japan's favor. Can they have a go 15 on 15? I think that was very unfortunate for the Japanese to give up that penalty and make it a 2-score game again. But can the Japanese have a big push in the last quarter and try and get back within reach?
Oh. You want to reset? Yeah, okay. Yeah, move. Yeah. Close your feet.
The final quarter of this game. 10-point lead for Fiji.
Very slow.
17 points for Josh Matavesi. He had 16 points in his first 11 caps, now 17 tonight.
Space. Yeah, that's right. Come. Okay. Don't move. Yeah, it's good. Crunch! Down! 5! Set! 9!
Tanaka gets it back here for Japan. Strong tackle coming in from Matsushima. There's an opportunity down the right. Oh no, held up as Tanaka plays it back inside. And then Japan spilling the ball. And Bottia comes away with it.
First no corner, are we back?
It's looking very promising. They're putting phases together. They were taking the big hits and recycling the ball, but in the end they would spill it.
Yeah. 11.
Change coming for Japan. Genki Fukuoka is coming out. And on comes Yoshikazu Fujita, who scored Japan's only try in the 20-6 win against Canada in the PNC opener.
If I move along, I see you. Space!
Inside the final 15 minutes.
This is a good space. Okay, don't move. Stay. Stay is okay. Crunch! Fine! Set! Move. Give me your course clear. Came here. What's the worst? Yeah, we'll look and change. Okay, stay. I will look. I got here. Good. Space. Here.
Tonga with the put in at the scrum.
And you, shoulder.
Nicola Matawalu,
Don't push before.
off the replacements bench,
Crunch!
taking over scrum half duties.
Fine. Set! Wait, nothing. I'll
A little
engage.
bit scrappy out there at the moment.
Okay? I'll engage. Good one. I'll engage.
Scrum going for Japan.
They can run off the base of this. They still feel they're in this game, and there still is
I will look,
13 minutes to go. And
Stay,
they're
stay
camped
in
in the
position.
Fijian end. Fiji has proved those last 5 meters are pretty tough. The Japanese are game, and they keep coming. And if they can punch one over here, it'd be a great finish.
Stay here. Crunch! Fine.
Japan knocking on the door numerous times during this game. They've only been able to cross the line once. And that was when Fiji was a man down. Japan might be over here though. The try has been given. Japan able to close the gap even further.
Hendrik Tui did all the heavy work from the base of the scrum.
I don't have Timo. I'll make a decision.
Powered over.
Hendrik Tui with a try. Japan's second of the game.
And even the tough Fijian defense couldn't stop him.
First and after.
Wiggles over, great positioning by the referee. The referee's been keeping the scrums in tune. Japan wins this one. And they crash over, and it is game on for the last 12 minutes, Luke.
Huge kick coming up for Ayumu Goromaru, who has 4 of 5 successful attempts today. Just wide to the left of the posts. So the gap is 5 points. With 11 minutes left to play here at Vivo Field.
I like the composure Japan has shown, despite the fact Fiji had the raid in the first half where they ran in 3 tries. Japan hung around, they stuck to their plan, And obviously right in this game now, 27-22, approaching the 70-minute mark.
It was 24-9 at half-time. Fiji led as well against Samoa in their second game, 24-10, just after half-time. That one, of course, finished tied, 30 apiece.
It's been games within the game. It was 9-0 for Japan, 24-9 for Fiji, and now Japan's climbing back into it. And the last 10 minutes should be exciting.
Wait.
From Koto, Fiji up to halfway.
High tackle. High tackle.
Inside the final 10 minutes.
Play on it then, yeah? Still have it then. I'm back.
The referee's bringing it back too. He had a high tackle on the Fijians. It looked like there was a shoulder charge on the far side as well. And the Fijians will regroup here, try and grind this out. A lot of tired men out there. They've had a lot of rugby in the last several days, and this heat is taking its toll on these fellows.
Hendrik Tui penalised.
And they're going to take a crack at goal
8
here. They're going to take a crack at goal, which would put them 8 points clear if he makes it. It's a big kick.
Well, Matavesi in confident mood. Strong with the boot today. He has a try as well. %100% success from his previous 5 attempts. From just inside the Japanese half. Josh Matavesi. Wide. So it remains a 5-point game with 8 minutes left to play. Well, it wasn't the thrilling, open, entertaining spectacle that you were hoping for, Brian, but it's certainly a nail-biter at the end.
We've seen some decent rugby. Both packs have showed promise. We've seen some good tries, and Japan may not be quite done yet.
He play on the field. He played the 5-meter on field. No. Wait.
Fiji tried to do a quick line out, throwing the ball to himself. The referee said no, but he's awarded it to Fiji. He did it earlier. He was actually on the field when he threw that. The referee's awarding them the conventional line out. But that was a great clearance kick by Japan, and if they can put the pressure on now.
Bhatia unable to get away with that, but Fiji has possession. Kick making it just out of the 22. Just a little under 40 minutes away from Canada against Samoa here at BMO Field. Earlier on, Tonga with a win against the United States.
No.
Making some ground here. Over the 22. Good possession here from Japan.
You really divide.
Great stuff by Japan, driving the Fijians down the field being awarded the penalty.
You changing
The
by.
decision here will be tempered by the fact they missed the convert earlier. Very big convert would have pulled them within 3. But they still have time to put this ball down the corner, run a line out, continue to put pressure on Fiji. The Fijian forwards look spent at this point. A lot of hands on the hips. The Japanese are raring to go.
You changes by. Wait. Okay. Play on, sorry. Wait. You are receiver? Come. Who is receiver? 6 and 6. You receiver? At 2 meter.
Inside the final 5 minutes here. The game still hanging in the balance.
Hey.
Japan driving forward. And almost at the line. The referee, I think he's got to show a yellow card. He does. Nakawara, I think, is the player penalised. Yes, it is. Leone Nakawara, the Glasgow Warriors player.
1-1.
Second rower off for the rest of this game. What will Japan do now?
Well, they've called for the scrum, and based on that last driving maul they had, I think they're going to try and push them over. Fiji will try and load up their scrum, but they've lost the big man now. This is going to be very interesting.
Fiji led 24-9, having thrown away a lead on Friday against Samoa to tie 30-30. Are they going to do the same again here?
Their forwards look gassed. They really do, and this Japanese team keeps coming.
Oh. Hey. I referee. Oh. The ball. Stay up. Yeah, good. It's good, boss. Oh. No. Hey. Space. Please. Okay?
A great chance for Japan. Just 3 minutes left. Trailing by 5. 1-man advantage. And they're on the 5-meter line.
5. 6.
Scrum collapsing there.
Stop. I see. Yeah.
Referee's taking time out. He's going to have a word with the front rows. He doesn't want to decide this game.
You speak English? I need your feet not too far away to supporting your body weight. Okay? Long by, no binding arm. Yeah, okay. You, no short and shoulder, no short and under. Non dessous et courte la liaison. D'accord? Ok, d'accord. No short and under. Wait, I know.
Just trying to make it right. He doesn't want to award a penalty to Japan. He doesn't want to award a penalty to Fiji. He wants the players to decide this last few minutes. It's been a good game. It's been a hard game. Advantage Japan, but they've got to punch something over here.
Japan has outscored Fiji 13-3 in the last 50 minutes of play. Fiji's 3 tries coming in 8 first half minutes. In from Tanaka. Tanaka turns. Can he find a gap? The offload is there. Japan held up short. Now Tanaka.
I'm back here.
Almost lost possession, but the referee rules the way of Japan. With just over a minute left to play.
Carton. Time off.
Time off the clock.
Stop the time.
Japan called for another scrum. The Fijians seem to be stalling, trying to collect themselves.
Yeah.
Japan down by 5. 2 second half tries from Akito Yamada and Hendrik Tui.
What do you want? Scrum? Scrum? Yeah, I know, it's okay. Stay straight.
Time back on, it's the scrum for Japan. 1 minute left to play.
Space, space, more cease.
The game's still on the line.
Play on, play. Time on. Crunch! Crunch! Fine! Set!
In from Fumiaki Tanaka. Now Japan will drive towards the line. Held up just short.
No, I'm in touch, yeah?
Once again driving forward. The referee has a good look. Nothing given yet.
Release the ball!
A pile of bodies under the posts. Japan's last chance.
Okay, I'm back to the penalty.
And he's going back to a penalty. A long advantage played there by the referee as we move past the 80-minute mark.
Agree?
Remember, Fiji's still a man down. They'll go another man down now.
Now, what do you do if you're Japan? You take the scrum. I think that's what they're going to elect to do, but they know the next whistle will be the game.
I cannot to open to try. You understand? If you're not really dominating the scrum, I cannot do more. Okay, your option is line out or what do you want?
Kampezi Mahafu shown the second yellow for Fiji. They're down to 13. The last play of the game on the way. Japan need a try to tie.
Pipi, don't put the pilier. Don't put the pilier. No contest scrum.
The referee's saying no contested scrums because Fiji have 2 men off. They're not going to bring in front row players, so the scrum will be non-contested. I don't know if that's going to change the Japanese point of view or what their decision would be.
I have to number 4.
We saw this with South Africa and New Zealand just last week, uncontested scrums, very unusual at this level. With 2 men off with yellow cards, it's totally about safety. But what it does, it's advantage Fiji because the Japanese forwards will not be surging forward. It'll be static, which will keep their back line static and not moving forward.
We take a player off, yeah. Yeah, he changed a player. Yeah.
The referee just trying to sort things out here at a pivotal moment in this game.
Yeah, who is off?
He said a moment ago uncontested, which would be an advantage
Take
to
one
Fiji.
player off. Yeah. You?
Looks like they have 13. They already did. They have 13 on the field. It's a matter of how they're going to manage the 13.
No, no, no. You can't play set yet. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I rep. No, it's for you. Stay up. Crunch. Fine. Sit.
So here we go. Can Fiji hang on to remain unbeaten in this year's PNC?
It's definitely a contested scrum.
No, release the ball. No, step back.
One last opportunity for Japan to complete their comeback.
Stay. Stay here.
Out it comes towards Luke Thompson. Right under the post, 5 meters out.
No, release the ball.
A 2-man advantage for Japan. Can they make it count? Thompson once again in possession. Once again tackled.
No hands. Push back. No release. No hands.
Have some
Tanaka,
space.
Nothing.
no way through for Jose Ono. Now it's Nagaki.
Stay. Use the ball. Stay here.
Thompson once again. Tanaka out to the left. Nagaki can't get through. And Fiji will hold on for victory. (27-22). A phenomenal defensive effort from Fiji, down 2 men at the end.
Bravely, Japan went for it. They tried to spread the ball left, but the Fijians had it covered, as they have for the last several minutes. And in the end, they were too much, 27-22 to Fiji.